Hey y'all, it's Maroon here with the usual reminder that if you do enjoy this audio, to please like and subscribe us. I would very much appreciate that. And of course, check out my other content if you feel like it. And feel free to leave any feedback in the comments. And finally, quick and big shoutouts to Anxiety Go Round for making this script. With that out of the way, hope y'all enjoy. Oh, and what have we here? Don't be frightened now. I was under the impression that you'd call for me. No use in denying it. You humans seem to believe that I'm too preoccupied with my godly duties to hear your prayers, but you underestimate me. I hear every question, every laugh, every sigh, every cry for help, and outpour of gratitude. It's simply that I don't always provide a response. Why would I choose to answer you then? Ah, you mortals and your hubris. You claim to believe in gods, but insist on analyzing our actions through your own shallow lenses. How foolish. Dearest, you may be an insignificant being in your own eyes, but trust that in mine you aren't anything but. There you go again, applying your mortal viewpoint to everything. Though I'll admit, it's rather endearing. You ask why I've never come to you before, but I have always come when you needed me the most. The time you fell into a river and almost drowned, that was the current that bore you to shore. The dragon that attacked your home, that was the arrow that pierced true when you shot at the beast. The fever that almost took your life last winter, that was the traveling apothecary who stopped by to treat you. Whenever you need something, it's rarely truly out of reach. Have you never stopped to consider that? Of course, you may have your suspicions, but you've got a cunning mind, dearest. For all I make fun of you so. Think about it. What have your priests always preached to you? What does your church teach you about me? They say I'm a god of a distant past, the one who abandoned your people as punishment for their sins. All that is true, but not in the way they think. Your kingdom is corrupt and immoral. It has lost itself to power and wealth, and it has lost all the small virtues that I value in humans. Your capacity for kindness, your appreciation for humble pleasures, your potential for growth. I do not visit this place unless it is for the few who still possess such traits, few I still care for and wish to protect. I do not linger within these accursed walls. I provide assistance, and then I leave. That has always been my way. But I heard you called me just now. The Church's desperation knows no bounds, it seems. Now they have chosen to sacrifice an innocent life, in hope that it will win my favor.
Outright. Do they really think that your blood would cleanse them of their sins?
Hush now. Don't be frightened, dearest. My anger is towards them, not you. Hush now. Let me hold you. Let me comfort you. You have no clue how I watch over you. The church intended to kill you in my name, yet you still called to me in your hour of need. Funny little thing. Hmm? Now you want to know why I care for you in the first place? 12 questions today, aren't we? Even in the face of death. Let's put that curious mind of yours to use. How was the current in the water? The arrow in your quiver? Healer at your bedside? Hundreds of little coincidences that have guarded you from harm. What other form have I taken? What other masks have I worn? Can you guess? Don't think so hard, dearest. You'll put a permanent furrow in that pretty brow of yours, and there's really no need for that. Think of a spring some years ago, when you went to pray for warmer weather to end the famine. You went right up to the steps of the church, hoping your prayers would be better heard within its walls. What did you find there? Ah, yes. I see you're beginning to remember. You found a boy pale and gaunt from starvation, his clothes ragged, his face stained with blood and dirt. He was lying at the great iron doors of the church, and a priest was beating him for defiling the godly grounds with his filthy, mortal blood. He pleaded with that priest. He held on to his ropes and begged him to show mercy. The boy might as well have been dead at that point, but he still fought for his life. You took him home and treated his wounds, fed him with what little food you had to spare. But the next morning, you found he was gone. Or, well, you see now that he wasn't quite gone. He stands before you right now. I was the current, the arrow, the healer, and I was the life you chose to save. I'll admit, that fiasco with the priest was a test on my part, a little experiment to see whether human kindness still exists in this corner of the world. A touch manipulative, perhaps, but you'll have to forgive me. It comes with being a deity. I wasn't expecting anyone to go the lengths you did. Do you understand a little better now, dearest? You came to me in my hour of need. I offer guidance and protection to all of that who have earned it. You have always been special in this regard. I've moved the course of fate itself for you more times than I can count, and I treasure you more deeply than you will ever know. And I regret none of it. Hush. You never needed to earn anything of mine. I gave myself to you freely. You are the only being in this world whom I would offer my power unconditionally. Running out of time, you say? Dearest, you're under the protection of a god. Time will never run out as long as you're with me. But I suppose we must leave now.
If that creature who calls himself a priest arrives and finds me here, he'll throw a fit, and I may be forced to take some extreme measures.
No need to look so alarmed. There's no punishment I could give that they wouldn't deserve. That's for another time. For now, are you willing to come away with me? Will you let me take you away? A wise answer. Come, let us leave this place.